It's week 5 of the NFL.
And coming up, we'll see the electric Jayden Daniels. He's 4th in the NFL in passing touchdowns this season. It's the Commanders
and the Steelers next on EA Sports.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Now, meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders, it's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Washington defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And that's their first sack of this game. But how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And leading them out is their 5th-year quarterback.
And what a performance in his last game. Couple of touchdown passes. That was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Daniels. He completes this one to Mingo. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. This is Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43. To throw is Daniels. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 4. Man in motion left, Mingo. On the ground, it's Harris. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. You look at the Steeler defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're the top 10 in the league in sacks.
He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Daniels looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play.
They're looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And the Steelers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The Steeler first down on a pickup of 11 yards.
You want to see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset? This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 42 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
They'll run on first down. Kendrick. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. This is 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Back to throw here. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Drake Jackson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And Jake Moody now on for the field goal. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Throwing now is Daniels. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now Daniels. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Hands it off out of the gun. Down inside the 40. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
Here we go.
Up the middle they go. Kendrick. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 34. And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
This to the sideline and over everybody. Incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. Now a handoff up the middle. Kendrick. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Jake Moody now on for the field goal. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They are still in search of their first points of the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a 1st down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. To the air goes Daniels. He finds his man, complete. That's Harris. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Here's Daniels. He finds his man, complete. It's Harris. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. From just shy of midfield, here's second and a couple. They go play action. Daniels. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers are going to take over here up near the 40. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning defensive player.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
And down he goes again. A bevy of sacks in less than a half. But this defense is still losing the game. They've got to fix something because there should be no excuse for losing with an effort like this on that side of the ball. They need to take advantage when their defense is generating this kind of pressure so early in the game.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Washington offense set to take over again. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
The throw out wide going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They were losers a week ago to the Texans, but they're on top right now as they start this drive out 1st and 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Downfield, offense.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Still 1st down.
He'll look to throw. That's caught downfield by Pickens. Down to the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. George Pickens, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Jake Moody now for the point after. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Daniels. Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Logan. 2nd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They'll look to throw again. And they're going back at the 16-yard line. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jayden Daniels. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 13-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and was polished off by the touchdown run from the 16-yard line. Washington. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll throw now on the final play. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And it's the Giants who have the lead as they approach halftime. Zach Charbonnet with both of their touchdowns thus far as he scored twice on the ground. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Jackson Smith-Njigba, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting 49ers who are out in front. Deebo Samuel, a touchdown reception. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Here come the Commanders for the first possession of the third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Over the middle, complete. It's Logan. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On the bootleg, it's Daniels. He finds his man, complete. It's Roman. And he's going to have a Commander's first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Off the play fake, Daniels. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Play action, now it's Daniels. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. The Commanders' offense set to take over. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it. And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the 1st down.
They'll run. Here's Harris. They juked him. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. To throw is Daniels. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Here's Freiermuth again. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers 1st down as he's up to the 40-yard line. Up the middle they go. Kendrick. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. They run the counter. Kendrick. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
I can't help it because I'm just sitting back in admiration right now of what I'm seeing. This is a defense that essentially announces to everyone that they're going to play, You are not running the ball against us. I don't care how you try to go about doing it.
Number one rush defense in the league for a reason, and after that last play, they might want to try to go to the air. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Back to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Now a handoff up the middle. Kendrick. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And his kick is indeed good, and that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Washington ready to try again on offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Daniels looking to throw.
It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Throwing now is Daniels. Setting up the screen, Harris.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
An option handoff given to Harris.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6.
That is caught. And the Commanders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They come up on a first and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Jonathan Mingo.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th.
McLaughlin for the extra point. It's up and good, and they take the lead by a point, 17-16. A 10-play drive that time.
And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
Emmanuel Forbes up from the secondary to make the tackle.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Finds Pickens out right.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't it?
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
He'll get this to Baker.
And he's got this down to the 35.
And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Rhodes. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the Commanders' 31-yard line.
He'll drop to throw.
Completes this one to Pickens. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset.
A big play here, 3rd and 2.
Back to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Big kick right there to give him the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Commanders' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. He's got McLaurin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
That is caught by Stewart. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds to stop the clock. And they continue to move a little bit closer toward that potential game-winning field goal. He finds his man, complete. It's Logan. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 3rd down, here's Harris. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And his kick here is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year. But he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. This is 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Washington, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.